Hi Stampers, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for joining me. I'm just trying to get the lighting here figured out properly. Let's see what we can do here. There, that might be a little bit better. Okay, so hopefully everybody's doing well. And I know everybody's been kind of busy making thank you cards, and I appreciate that. I'm getting a few of those dropped off. Hi, Carrie. So yeah, I'm getting those donations starting to roll in, and my clear envelopes showed up finally yesterday. So I'm going to start packaging those up as I get them in, and then that way I can kind of keep a running total and just kind of plug away at it little by little. So yeah, it's been a busy week. So I'm trying to get all of the projects for clubs and classes. So this is all the projects for March's club, April's club, and some of the under the umbrella classes. Cut and embossed what needs to be embossed and packaged for you guys, so it's all there with embellishments and anything you guys need. So I've been working on that, trying to get that done, and I think I have like 2 more cards to do for Under the Umbrella to finish prepping. And then I'm going to start working on the rest of the classes, and the Love It Chop, it just came in too, so I'll be working on that. So I got lots going on, so I'm excited because I'm excited to be going to this online version of things. I think it's going to be really cool, and I think we're going to really like it. So I've been spending the last 24 hours, Stampin' Up! Has done kind of a online, I don't know what you call it, like a hop, I guess, some sort of a media hop, and just talking about different things we could be doing in our businesses, and a lot of people are loving the online things. So a few different options out there. So I'm excited to try that and see how that works. So anyway, I thought we would do something a little bit different tonight. I was going to design a card and just stand here and make it. But I thought that was a little bit boring. So I thought what we would do is I've picked out a stamp set, and I'm going to show you the technique. I'm going to walk through the technique, but I want you to help me pick out colors and then what I should actually do with the card. Okay. And then we can actually do up a few different versions of it and just show you the difference between it. So I love this technique because it isn't very complicated. It's a little bit messy, but it's not very complicated. The one I wanted to do was with the coffee filters, and I might do that next week instead, only because I want to do one ahead of time to let it dry, because it does need to dry before I can cut it. And I didn't have a chance to do that. So I will put that on the list for next week, unless somebody has something else that they would rather. So what we need for this is, I'll show you the stamp set first, and then you can help me pick the colors. So this is the stamp set that I picked, is the Positive Thoughts. And I picked it because I love it, but I also picked it because the technique that I'm doing, you kind of want more of a bolder image type stamp. You don't want anything that's too outlined because it doesn't affect very well that way. So I thought this would be kind of cool, this would be cool, and obviously this one would be kind of cool too. So those are the 3 that I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a styrofoam plate, which I think a lot of people have styrofoam plates. And I think a lot of us paper crafters have these, which are baby wipes at home, because I think a lot of us actually clean our stamps with this. I have to tell you the funniest part though, and I think Becky actually brought this up at a class. She made some comment about how well baby wipes clean our stamps, and I was like, yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy. But then today I was actually using a stamp that I haven't used in a very long time, and it actually was stained black. I must have used it either on black ink or StazOn. I'm not sure what I used it on, but anyway, the stamp was stained black, and I wasn't 100% sure it was clean. So I thought, oh, I'll just take a baby wipe too and just take any residue off. And it actually lifted most of the black off the stamp. And I was like, okay, this is kind of scary to think, what is in these baby wipes that can lift ink off the rubber that well? It's a little bit scary. So anyway, so I have layered 2 baby wipes on my plate just because I like to have it nice and thick. And these baby wipes honestly are not very wet. So the wetter the baby wipe, the better. One thing I will tell you is that these ones, you probably can't tell in the picture, but they actually have like a diamond pattern to them. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. So I want you to pick 3 colors that we're going to put on our baby wipe. So hopefully there's 3 colors that I have. Hi, Trace. Hi, Kelly. So I'm thinking like a pink, a blue, a yellow, I don't know, a green, like, so throw out 3 colors that you think I should be putting onto my baby wipe. And hopefully I have them, or I'll have something similar. So, like we could do like a melon mambo, we could do an old olive, we could do a, what's the other one, daffodil delight, or we could do a pool party. Does anybody have any thoughts? Calypso coral. What's this one? No, calypso. I got a lot of calypso coral. Anybody? Anybody's got any thoughts? It's not going to be very fun if I have to pick all the colors myself, guys. Come on. Chop chops. 3 colors. Maybe 4. Hi, Teresa. Do we want to start with like a pool party? Do we want lighter colors, darker colors? A blue. Okay. So like a pool party, Tracy, or do you want, what else do I have in blue? We could do Bermuda Bay. Pool party or Bermuda Bay, Trace? Do you care? Blue and green. Okay, so green, let's go Old Olive, because we know we love Old Olive. Let's go Bermuda Bay if we're going to do Old Olive. Pacific Point. Oh, let me see if I have a Pacific Point. I don't have a Pacific Point Reinker, Trace. Figures you'd pick a color I don't have. Okay, what's another color we want to add in there? Melon Mambo. Coastal Cabana. No, I don't have that Reinker. Stop picking colors I don't have. Melon Mambo, Pool Party, and Yellow. Okay, so we've got, so let's throw a Melon Mambo in here. I love Melon Mambo, by the way. It is like one of my fave colors. Okay, so we've got Melon Mambo, Bermuda Bay, and Old Olive. So yeah, that's Old Olive. Goodness, my eyes. I just had my eyes tested, and honestly, I think they didn't test right. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am just randomly putting these on my ink. No, on not my ink pad. On my baby wipe. Oops, they're coming out a lot quicker than I wanted them to. And let's do another one. This is green. Okay, and maybe what I'll do is, because that's not spreading very well, I think I will throw in a yellow. So what do we have here? Oops, I just got ink all over my hands. So when I say this, this one's kind of messy, I'm not kidding. So I think this is a Daffodil Delight. What color is this? No, that's so saffron. Daffodil Delight. Okay, let's throw this. I don't have a crushed curry. Oh, I do have a crushed curry, actually. Let's try crushed curry, because that's probably a brighter yellow than Daffodil Delight. Okay. So, what you're going to notice here is that this is spreading, which is exactly what we want it to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamps that I should have already had out and ready to go out. So this is a great way to use up, not use up, but to use your reinkers. Like a lot of people will say to me, I don't even know what to do with my reinkers. And I'm like, you know what? There's a million things you can do with your reinkers, but people just don't know, right? So what I'm going to actually do, and anybody who's been stamping for a while has seen this technique, I'm sure of it, but it's one of those ones I think we forget about, and it's so much fun to do. So I'm going to try to do something I love to do, which is random stamping. Everybody knows I love to random stamp. Okay, so I'm going to take this image, and I'm going to dab it into my, right in there. And I'm going to stamp that on. And now I don't even have to really I don't even have to re-ink that, right? If I didn't want. So you'll notice, maybe, that see here on these leaves, you can really notice it. That is actually the pattern from the baby wipe, which is so cool. So if I come over and grab more of the pink, oh wow, look how pretty that is. Ah, I love it. I know me and my random, not so random, eh? So who has done this technique before? Who has completely forgot about this technique? Because honestly, I forgot it. And when I said about doing the coffee filter one, I was like, you know what I haven't done in a long time is the baby wipe technique. So how fun is this to make a background, right? So then I can just keep stamping off. So now, depending on, see, like no two colors are really the same on this, right? Isn't that amazing? I love it. So this is one of those things that, so the trick to this is a couple things, guys, okay? So one, you need to have a more of a full bold stamp. And I like to pick vibrant colors, but if you've been to my class and we've done this, you'll know that as you keep going, the colors just keep changing, right? So isn't that cool? So now we could do a couple things with this. We could use our sizzlets, let's say, which I happen to have here because I was using it today, and I could cut that out and make that into like a background, right? So if I cut this out and popped this upside piece out, here, I'm going to show you what I mean because I talk sometimes and I don't think people understand. Words come out of my mouth, but nothing really makes sense to people. Okay, so where did I put all my... I put my plates someplace very safe while I was stamping. And I don't remember where. Okay, so while I'm trying to find my plates that I put in a very safe spot, does somebody want to tell me what color should I be putting on as the base here? Does anybody have any suggestions as to how I should layer this and what colors? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. And I think once I show you this, you'll get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. And then maybe you guys can give me some thoughts. Have you ever spritzed the wipe with water after to make it? Yes, Teresa, I have actually. And this is the great thing is that with this type of a technique, you can like make multiple cards out of like one baby wipe, right? And of course I'm doing this backwards again. Sorry. I normally will cut this so that the handle's facing me, but anyway. Yeah, and I put the wrong plate in there. Okay, so Miss Cindy Lulu today is like losing her mind. I don't know where I put my other plate. The more I try to clean my room to make sure it's nice and tidy, the more I keep losing things. Here it is. So I've been trying to get my projects ready for classes and make thank you cards and work. So anyway, okay, let's see. This is what I'm talking about here. So let me get this out of the way. So this is that Stitch So Sweetly Sizzlet, right? So if I took this, so Tracy, you're saying, Melanie, whoopsies. Did you guys hear that? That's just my big shot plate. Melon Mambo, which I'm gonna cut. So anybody watched my cutting demonstration the other day, you know that we cut at, so here's my sheet. I can go at 5.5. I'm going to put that over here. And then I'm going to put my blade out of the way and I'm going to go to 4 1/4. And I'm going to score. Okay, so here's my Melon Mambo piece. So now, if I glue this down as such and pop that up with dimensionals, how pretty would that be? Right? And then I could put a verse here, maybe some ribbon. What do you think? Does that work? So we can try that. What kind of a verse would we want on this? Does anybody... I think everybody's going to be sick and tired of seeing thank you cards by the time we're done making all these cards for the hospital. But I mean, it's all for a good cause. I'm not saying that, but if you're like me, I didn't realize I had so many thank you cards or thank you verses. Here's my dimensionals. Here's my dimensionals. Okay, so if I take this, let's pop this up. What do you think I should add to this card? Ribbon or just a verse? Do we need a sizzlet cutout because this set comes with a sizzlet? You know what? I'm going to double pop this. I'm going to go right out of the box. I'm going to, oops, double pop this up. So when I say double pop, I'm using twice as many dimensionals. I know it's not cost efficient, but I think in this case it would be well worth it. So do we want a sizzlet cut? Do we want... We could actually stamp one of those images that we already did. I got all those off. And then sizzlet it out as well. So see how that's going to be pretty... It's going to be pretty high, but how pretty is that, right? And then we could just keep it nice and simple and just put a verse. Or we could put, where's my sizzlet that goes with that set? Okay, there it is. So here's the stamp set. So the sizzlets, oh, actually I could have used this sizzlet. Darn, I could have used this sizzlet to cut that out, right? Which is the same size actually. Because that would have been pretty as well. But we could use like this one and cut it out, or we could just use the green leaf. Maybe we don't want to sizzle it at all. Just a verse. What do you think? Nothing? Nothing? We could punch something out. Oh, something's stuck here. I have glue dots, ladies, everywhere. I'm not gonna kid you. Everywhere. Stamping or glue dots and dimensionals. Because my dimensionals were on my desk and they have been flipped upside down and have stuck to my desk actually. So do you want to make this a birthday card? Do we want to make it a thinking of you with all my heart? That's a little mushy. A thank you. We could make it a thank you card for the, put a butterfly and a verse. Okay, butterfly and a verse. I'm on it, Carrie. So where's my sizzlets are right here. Do you want me to stamp the butterfly in the same type of pattern and then cut it out? Or do we want it in a solid color? Anybody? Am I just gonna guess? I'll guess. How about this? Let's just go back with my plate. Ooh, this is gonna be a pretty butterfly. So let's get this out of the way here. Ooh, look how pretty that butterfly turned out. How pretty is that? Okay, so then if I take my butterfly in my big shot, and my plate that I dropped on the floor. Funny, I was giving Maya heck because she was taking stuff out to my car. She kept slamming the door because it was so windy, and meanwhile I'm kind of doing the same thing. Okay. Butterfly in solid, Kelly. Okay. Solid what? What color? I'm going to cut this one out just because I have it stamped. Do we want like a melon mambo color? Do we want... Yeah, I think you're right, Kel, because I think this is going to get lost. Ooh, you guys can't even see that. Let me move this out of the way. There. Okay. I think this butterfly is going to get lost on there, right? So I think you're right. Let's do it in a solid color. Shall we do melon mambo because that's the color of the base? One of the matching colors. Okay. So if we were doing this on Zoom, you guys would be able to see me, which you trust me, don't want to see me right now because I look like I just crawled out of a hole. But you guys would be able to talk to me, and I miss hearing your voices. And I feel like I'm just talking to myself most days. Okay, melon mambo. Let's do a melon mambo. I love how colorful this card turned out. Oh my goodness. You know what? I might be tempted to make a whole bunch of these for the hospital. What do you think? Who am I kidding? Oh, that turned out pretty too. Okay. So, start thinking of 3 more colors because we're going to make a different card. Same technique, different colors though. So start thinking while I'm cutting this one out. And then we'll see what I have. I hear my husband walking in. So he knows I'm on a Facebook Live, so he won't dare come in here. Okay, line that up. So I hope everybody's staying inside. I heard the stores were absolutely crazy today. Makes me grateful I don't really have to go anywhere. Okay. There we go. Put this down here. Okay, so there. Let's put this little butterfly. So do I want my card going this way or this way? I'm thinking maybe this way. And then, where's my verses? How about thinking of you with all my heart? I know that's mushy, but I don't think this is really an appropriate sympathy card. Of course, that would be the one stamp I don't have put together. So does everybody know how to stamp your, or assemble your stamps easily? Let's do a twofold tutorial here. So when you get your stamps, they come like this. And then if you peel this part off of your stamps, or your stickers, I mean, and then if you take this part off the back of your stamp and just line this right up. Now I'm doing the standing up at a bad angle, but there. Okay? And then just peel it back. I don't know how many people know that. I've seen people actually trying to put the sticker right on, and I kind of think that's a harder way to do it, but anyway, okay, so thinking of you with all my heart, and I'm going to grab a piece of white scrap, if there is such a thing. Yep, here we go. So let's do this in Melon Mambo too, just to kind of keep it. So does anybody have any suggestions on next colors? Might be kind of hard to beat these ones because these are pretty beautiful actually. Let's go this way. Okay, and now I need a punch. And what kind of a punch do I want to use? We've taken a lot of our punches out to the living room to work on, but this one might work. Okay. And if I could find a piece of Melon Mambo scrap, would be lovely. The chances of me finding that would be slim to none right now. So what do I tell you guys all the time? It's just paper. So let's do this. Where's my scissors? Right here. Okay. And then we know what I'm doing here, right? We're gonna pop. Onto yay. Onto yay. So we could do this. So where'd my butterfly go? My butterfly has flown away. Here it is. What do you think? Yay? Nay? Okay, I'm going to glue this down flat. Kind of in the center here, I think. Yes? Okay. And if I had little dimensionals, I'm going to put one right there. There you go. There's your card. What do you think? And of course, we'd have to do the inside. And I would probably be apt to do the inside with just a pattern here on the bottom. Or just along the edge here. Wouldn't that be pretty? Yeah. So, does anybody have any suggestions for the next color? So we did Melon Mambo, Bermuda Bay, and Old Olive. So, and Crushed Curry. So we could do, whoops, I should not have put that down when it was wet right there. So we're going to use the same stamp set, and we're just going to switch up the colors, because I want you to see the complete difference when you, just by using different color schemes, what the difference is. And yes, I'm using a baby wipe to clean these, which I don't normally do, but my Stampin' Scrub is out in the living room right now, so okay, so let's use, what color is this? Do you want to do light colors this time? Blushing Bride, Pear Pizzazz, and how about Daffodil Delight? We'll do them in light colors this time. How about that? So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to throw it out. Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, and Mango Melody, and all colors I do not have, Trace. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order all of the Reinkers if I can. I have a lot that I have 2 and 3 of, and then I have a lot that I don't have any of, which is kind of crazy actually. Okay, so let's do the exact same card, just different colors. Sorry, am I disappointing you, Tracy? I know, it's incredible. I'm so sorry. You think with all the supplies I have around here, I would have like 5 of everything, but I don't. I know, it's heartbreaking. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go. Try to close my baby wipes so they'd stay shut, but okay. Nope, that's, oh, is that Daffodil Delight? Yeah, Daffodil Delight. Okay. So if I need a 4th color, what do we want? So start thinking in case I need it. I might stop with that yellow. Deb, are you laughing at me because you know exactly what I mean? Everybody should have like 12 of everything just in case. Like I have like seriously full Reinkers I bought thinking I needed them, and I don't even know like where I was looking, because I've got like 3 or 4 of the same ones. Okay, and I just got Reinker all of that. Oh, pumpkin pie. That's a good one too. Okay. I think I have a pumpkin pie. Okay. So, where's my paper? Here's my papier. Okay. So once all these cards are done and out of my room, I have much more room to navigate through. Okay, so here we go. Are we ready? We need to put, and This needs to come off. This needs to come on. Okay. So these are all light colors now, right? So, oh, that's pretty too. So these are more like fallish type. Oh, that's so pretty. Listen to me. I sound like I'm like amazed, right? Like shocked or something. I amaze myself sometimes when I like stuff actually turns out. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Okay. So now, ooh, look how pretty this is turning out though. I think I like the other one better because it's so bright. These ones are okay, but they're just more earthy. Okay. Probably laughing at Tracy's comment. Oh, that's true. I get it. Okay, so there you go. So that's a totally different look. Right? So look at the difference here. Wow. Right? Actually, I guess you guys have to look at it this way, don't you? I'm so sorry. Random. I know, very random. I hate random because it looks like a blob to me. That's why I don't like random. Okay, so completely different. So if you have reinkers at home and you don't have a clue what to do with it, I'm sure this is one technique. So really, if you want to, you could actually fold this up and use your reinkers there. But I usually do it this way if it's a bigger stamp. So, and when we've done this in class, we've actually handed this around and people have just added as they were stamping. So one of those baby wipes will go like forever. And you're right, Teresa, you can actually spritz it with water to just revive it a little bit. So, and make those colors a little bit more vibrant. So that is that technique. So what I would like to do next week is, I'll let you guys vote. You can do it on the coffee filter technique, or we can do it on different types of coloring. And I know Tracy's not a colorer, but just understanding the difference between why we use an aqua painter, why we use a blender pen, how you can use your markers on blocks, the pencil crayons versus the markers versus the blends, that kind of thing. So if that is all confusing to you and you have no idea when you're supposed to be using what, or even picking ink up with your Wink Stella and using that as your marker, that's a lot of fun too. So, yeah, so if that's something that you'd like to see, let me know. You guys can vote on whichever one you want. And if you don't vote, then I'll just pick whatever I want. How about that? Does that sound fair? I'd rather do whatever you guys want though, because I want you guys to enjoy what you're seeing and getting some benefit out of it. So let me know what you would prefer, and we can go from there. And does anybody have any other questions or comments or anything? You guys are awfully quiet tonight. So if you're in my clubs or signed up for upcoming class, stay tuned because I'm just packaging everything up for you so that I'm hoping what we can do is one big pickup with March projects, April projects, and the classes. Okay, so that way you're not running out here every time you're signed up for a class. Those of you that are nice and close, it probably doesn't matter, but those of you that are at a distance, I just want to make sure that we're being conscientious as far as your time and leaving the house and that kind of thing. So I'm trying to get that all done as quickly as I can. So stay tuned. I'm hoping in the next couple days. I'm off tomorrow, but I've got a full day already. So see how the weekend goes, seeing as we can't do any Easter egg hunting. Well, I probably could with the kids, but I think my kids are a little bit past that now. So anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys. I hope you guys like those cards. I am challenging you to try this technique, post it to my VIP page, I think we're due for some more prizes because I feel like it's been way too long since we've given away some free stuff. So why don't we do this? Try the project, get it posted or emailed to me or Facebook message, however you communicate with me. What I'll do is I will assign everybody a number, and then we will, no, actually I'll just put everybody's name down like we did last time. Let's just do that. I'll put everybody's name down like we did last time, and then we'll spin the wheel of fun, and see if we can get you guys some more free stuff. Your other free stuff that you got, if you have an order here, I'm going to try putting it in the order so that it's all here. Tracy, I have your stamp set as well, so I will make sure that gets put aside for you. And the other thing is cards for the hospital. You do not need to put them in white envelopes. Please do not put them in white envelopes. They need to go in clear envelopes, which I have ordered here. So they've arrived, and I'm going to start putting those in as I receive the cards. And thank you to everybody who has passed that information along to other people that aren't on the VIP group. I really appreciate that. And I'm hoping we can get to that 1,700 number. So fingers crossed, and stay tuned. I'll try to give you a count as I am packaging them so that we can kind of get a goal and you guys can kind of see where we're at, okay? So I'm hoping to get those dropped off. I think I told you guys next Friday, hoping to have everything ready, and then maybe we could drop them off like that Monday or whatever. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Tomorrow is Finish It Up Friday. I don't know if I'll be in tomorrow for anything because I know it is Good Friday and all. But stay tuned. I did find out one thing, guys, before I let you go. The Zoom, I found out today that you actually don't have to download the software. Apparently you can participate just from clicking on the link that I provide you. Okay, so if that's a concern for you, just know that you don't apparently have to download the software. I was not aware of that. So just an FYI. Tracy, my mom is apparently much better. They transferred her to rehab today. So they need to make her a little bit more mobile before she can come home. She's not really walking per se because of her oxygen levels, but they have her heart condition under control now, apparently. Makes it hard for the family, you know, when you have a loved one in the hospital and you can't be there when the doctor comes to do the rounds and kind of ask those questions that you want to ask and that kind of thing. So we've been through this enough times with my dad that we kind of know, you know, what we should be asking, but you know, the nurses can only give you so much information as well, and you don't get that opportunity to ask the doctor. So it's challenging. So, but yeah, she apparently is doing well. So hoping, she told my dad she'd be home by Easter, but I don't think she realizes that Easter is like Sunday. So I don't know, but she has gone to rehab tonight. So I think that's a good sign, I hope. So anyway, yes. So thanks for asking. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Anybody has any suggestions for techniques or cards or anything like that, let me know. I'm always looking for suggestions because I'd like to do stuff that you guys want to see, not just me picking things randomly. So let me know. And maybe the next one we can do is actually, instead of doing a Facebook Live, we could actually try doing a Zoom. And you can block your camera if you'd like. But I'd ask that you keep your audio on just so that I can talk to you. I think it's just a lot easier for you guys as well instead of typing all the time. So, but it's just like being in a big room. We're all get to see each other. I get to hear your voices. So, yeah. So I know this has been kind of tough on everybody not being able to, kissing technique. That's a great one, Trace. Oh, I haven't done that in a long time. I just did one. Actually, we're going to use it for the timeless tulips, not the kissing technique, but I did rock and roll. And I haven't done rock and roll in like forever. Catherine, that's just kind of what they asked for. And I think because then when they're dispersing the envelope or the cards, it's easier to know if they're male or female cards. But your cards, how you've packaged yours, are fine. Okay, so if it's like the one you dropped off today, then you're okay. And it was beautiful. And honestly, the message inside made me cry. So thank you for that. So rock and roll, I just did on the Timeless Tulip class, and it's going to be fun too. So that's something else we can work on. So I'm going to start a list. I'm going to keep it on my desk, and I'm just going to kind of start going through it. So as you guys think of techniques that you want to see, or that, you know, we haven't done in like the kissing technique. I have not done that in, oh my goodness, I don't even know how many years. So that's a good one for me too. So I will write that down, and we will maybe do that one next week, because that's a really good one. Okay, ladies, I'm going to go. I need to get some water into me and get some cards cut and packaged and ready to go for you lovely ladies. If you know anybody who's interested in classes but not local, then you know darn well that with Zoom you can take the class anywhere you live. It does not necessarily have to be in the Sarnia-Lambton area now, so that's even better. So I know there's a lot of people that would have loved to come to classes but weren't willing to drive, an hour and a half or whatever to classes. So anyway, ladies, thanks for joining. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you everybody for working so hard and getting those cards made, and I will keep you posted on a count as I get the cards in. Okay, we can do maybe a countdown to 1,700. What do you think? Okay, thanks, have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Bye.